minutes do I need? I did not just start flossing in 2020. I don't know if this is gonna be a coherent video, Jesus. Hi, it's me, it's Martin, again. I'm in my kitchen. I'm gonna talk about the unus annus lore. MapHat did a video on it, so I should be able to too. I talked about it a lot. I don't know if you saw me. If you follow me on TikTok and Twitter, I talked about it a whole lot over the past few months because I got far too into it. And so I thought it would be fitting to just make a final video on the lore and my thoughts on it. What are our first ingredients? The oven is preheated! I preheated the oven first. I know what I'm doing. Oh, I need to melt the butter. I can't melt the butter from here. I can't. Oh, fuck. Okay, well it says do it in a saucepan, but I'm gonna do it in a microwave. Because, we're all about breaking the rules here at the Kind of Unsolved channel. That's a very fitting title for this video because nobody knows what the unus annus lore was actually about. So if you didn't know what unus annus was, first of all, why are you watching this video? I know you're preheated. Shit, I'm talking. So unus annus was a channel created by Markiplier and Crank Gameplays. And pretty much what they did was for an entire year, they made a video every single day. First of all, the dedication. Every single day, they did not miss an upload. Sometimes they were late, thanks Ethan. And then they deleted the whole channel live on stream. Very emotional stream. I cried. I'm not ashamed to admit that. Is this half a cup? How much butter do I need? Yeah, that's like half a cup of butter. Look at this. He sits. Okay, so unus annus was for an entire year Markiplier and Crank Gameplays, also known as Mark Edward Fishbach and Ethan Nestor, I don't know his middle name. They made videos for an entire year, every single day for an entire year, and then they deleted the channel. And the whole point was to talk about how death comes to all of us. There was a timer at the beginning and the end of every video, and they're like, this is how much time you have left before these videos are deleted, before this entire channel is just gone. I dropped some butter on the floor. And it was all about how death comes to all of us, and that you have to use the time that you have wisely, because before you know it, it'll be over. And it was. The channel went by so quickly. Like, 2020 sucked. But oh my god, if unus annus did not make it 100% better. One part that made it really good for me was the lore. Nice transition there. So there was lore in the whole channel. They're sitting there. They are cooking with sex toys. They are putting a pea sauna. They made a pea sauna. And I'm obsessed with the lore of this channel. How much time should I put this in for? I'm gonna do a minute. The lore was mainly created by Mr. Nerd Fiction, aka Marcus. Go follow him. He's a very cool dude. I respect him very much. Oh god, it overflowed. Oh no. There was lore in the channel. It started in 5 weird apps that predict our death. There were some fun codes that I'm gonna put up on the screen. And then Future Martin can just voice over with what that means, because I forget. My notes just say they're in the piss doc. That's so fucking unhelpful. So Future Martin, put in an explanation here on what that code was.
Hi, Editing Martin here. I'm so tired. Why did I do this to myself? Anyways, in 5 weird apps that predict our death, there is a point where the video gets kind of meta and zooms out into a YouTube tab, and in the description, it says, here at unus annus, the end is nigh. When the timer hits 0, we will cease to exist. Is it fate? Is this a simulation? Can anybody hear me? My name is this was kind of weird, because before this, unus annus wasn't really known for lore. It was just kind of a shitposting channel. So seeing something like this was just a little bit weird and out of place.
Thank you, Future Martin, for that. Yeah, so that was the first code that was ever in there. And then it actually started to get, like, lore-based. Like, there was actual stuff in there. In Our Fans Tried to Scare Us with Homemade Creepypastas, there was a note about stopping the clock.
Hi, sorry, it's Editing Martin again. I'm a nightmare. And Filming Martin didn't explain this well at all, so I'm here to pick up the pieces again. In Our Fans Tried to Scare Us with Homemade Creepypastas, there's a glitch effect, and these 4 codes flash across the screen. The first one says, what will happen if the clock stops? Could I find a way to keep it going? If neither hand is right, what deals are left? And then this one is kind of hard to see, but it says, who is the master of the clock? Whack.
And a few people caught that, and it was really weird, because, like, the whole whole point of the channel was that the clock ticks and ticks and ticks, and you only have this much time left. And then suddenly there's someone telling us to stop the clock. So obviously, a lot of people freak the fuck out. They made a Lore Hunters Discord, which is very cool. Shout out to the Lore Hunters Discord. I would not be able to talk about any of this without y'all. Y'all are wonderful. I have sugar all over me. If I get any flour or sugar or anything on my completely black ensemble, I'm gonna cry.
Few moments later.
I got flour on my sweater! Moving on a bit, in planning a 5-star meal for our dogs, there was a code that said I couldn't stop it. Will I die with the machine? So obviously now there's some sort of story. If you picked up on Matt Pat's theory, hi Mr. Matt Pat, you're not watching this. So obviously the stop the clock code on itself, kind of weird. I just got egg yolk all over my counter. Did you guys see that? Fuck. So obviously stop the clock code, not great. Whoever is trying to stop the clock failed, and now they're afraid they're going to die. Obviously they're going to die, that's the point of the channel. So why is there someone telling us to stop the clock? This sparked so many theories. Looking at the Lore Hunters Discord, I keep on cracking eggs too hard. Fuck. Oh god, is there shell in there? No shell though. So obviously the Lore Hunters Discord went absolutely wild. And people started making a whole bunch of theories. There were a few other codes that popped up to further talk about the fact that there's someone from within trying to stop the clock. The biggest one was the fact that Mr. Nerdfiction's bio on Twitter for a while said, trying to stop the unus annus clock from within. What? What? Moving forward a bit, in Edward Pumpkinhands. Moving forward a bit to October of that year, of our unus annus, roll titles. There was a part where Ethan was talking about what they would do if one of us were to die during the channel and the other one taking over. And then there's kind of a weird glitch, and there's something that's said in reverse. And if you unreverse the video and fix the contrast, it says this.
We did that.
Which sounds like, and we did that. Which, kind of wild, implying that someone has taken over the channel. So there came the big theory that the characters of Unus and Annus.
Shocker, it's me again, because Past Martin, once again, can't explain shit. Unus and Annus were the characters that Mark and Nathan played well on Unus Annus. Unus was in black, Annus was in white. How often you saw these characters really depends on who you asked. Some people think they were there the whole time, pretending to be Mark and Nathan. Some people think that they're only there when Mark and Nathan wear the suits. It all depends. Got it? Good.
They were trying to take over the channel and not die. I made so many goddamn theory videos about this. If you look at my TikTok, I went wild. I went absolutely wild. It was so fun.
I can confirm Martin lost so much sleep, made over 50 videos, and also nearly failed a midterm just because of theorizing. Thanks, Mr. Nerdfiction.
And throughout all this, so we're all making all this fun lore, right? Mark and Ethan, the whole time, they're like, ooh, the lore, like they're just making fun of us. Horribly frustrating. At the time, it was horribly frustrating. Looking back on it, it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense that they made fun of it. Because the point of all the lore wasn't that there was this big dramatic story going on. That wasn't the point. Everyone in the final live stream, I remember being on the Lore Hunters Discord in the final live stream, and everyone was trying to theorize about what was going to happen. Like, they were like, oh, is there going to be some big fight between, like, Mark and Ethan and Unus and Annus? Like, what's in the coffin? That was a big thing. Everyone was freaking the hell out.
You know, I made an editing note here for me to explain what was going on with the coffin, but fuck it. It's midnight. I'm tired. You had to have been there. Unus Annus. Memento mori, motherfucker.
And the live stream came, and it went, and there was nothing. There was no, like, big fight. There was no big lore reveal. There was just a string of letters in, the editors had their own little, like, favorites compilations. They were really nice, and there was a string of letters within them. And if you put them into I can't pronounce it, I don't know. If you put it into this link, you got this note. I'm gonna let future Martin, hey, editing Martin, can you just read off that note, like, real dramatic, like? Thanks.
Jesus Christ, okay. Congratulations. You've arrived at the center of the maze, the bottom of the spiral. But if you're looking for a way out, we're sorry to tell you that the exit was at the entrance. Once started on the path, there was no going back. So in lieu of a prize or a peer behind the curtain, allow us to leave you with this gentle reminder. Our time is up. Yours is not. Yet. Memento mori, unus annus. I'm not doing any more fucking editing notes for you. You're on your own. Fuck you. Fuck this.
And that was it. That was it for the codes. And everyone was trying to figure out why the hell would they put in all this lore if there wasn't going to be some big dramatic reveal at the end? What's the point of putting in all this lore if you get nothing at the end? But that wasn't the point. There was not supposed to be some big dramatic fight. The point of the lore was enforcing the point of the channel. As I mentioned at the beginning, the channel was all about dying and death and accepting that death comes to all of us. So all of these codes saying stop the clock, like I can't escape the machine, they were just further proving that point that you can't stop death. There was someone inside that machine and they were begging to be saved. They were begging to stop. And they couldn't, because you can't stop death. If someone were to give you a step-by-step manual on how to stop your death, it would be entirely useless. Because you can't stop death. That is the whole point. All of these codes saying stop the clock, you can't stop the clock. So that was the point of the lore. Just to further drive home the point that you're gonna die. Yes, you watching this, you're gonna die. But also it was about the journey. I had a really great kind of conversation on Twitter with Mr. Nerdfiction. I need to stop calling him Mr. Nerdfiction. Editing Martin, edit that out. That was stupid. Don't mention that. Fucking idiot. I had a really great conversation with Marcus, aka Mr. Nerdfiction, on Twitter, and he talked about how he didn't want it to be a waste. And it wasn't a waste. All of that lore hunting, I spent so long making theories, trying to decode that stuff myself. That was not a waste of time. That was so fun. That was what really made Unus Annus for me. Literally all of my friends can tell you, I had the best time figuring out those theories and those codes. Like, it was so fun. So, in the end, Unus Annus didn't have any big, massive lore behind it. There was no big reveal. There was no massive story. It was just about the fact that we're all gonna die one day, and we need to have fun while we're here. And we did have fun while Unus Annus was here. We had so much fun. That was, honestly, one of my favorite YouTube channels. And yeah, I'm sad to see it go, but it served its purpose. Just while I'm mixing together the last of my brownie batter before I make them, I just want to do some thank yous, just to do with Unus Annus. I want to thank my friends, specifically Kendra and Echo.
And Kai, your dumbass forgot Kai.
Y'all got me into this, and I'm so goddamn glad you did. I'm so glad that I knew you guys at the right time, that you showed me this. I can eyeball baking powder, right? I want to thank Mark and Ethan. You guys aren't watching this. I know you aren't. But I still want to thank you. So you can kind of get them through the will of the universe. Just like I'm manifesting thank yous to you, and I hope you get them. Unus Annus was so fun. You guys are hilarious. I can't wait to keep on watching your content. I didn't watch Mark and Ethan's content before Unus Annus. I did not have my Markiplier, Crank Gameplays, Jacksepticeye, whatever phase in middle school, because I had no life. And I'm having it now. I'm having it in my first year of university, just because of Unus Annus, and I cannot wait to see where your guys' content goes. Ethan, buddy, you're now watching this once again. I cannot wait to see what you do. Oh my god, you are so hilarious, and you have so much potential. And I cannot wait to see that. Stop stabbing your batter. I've overmixed this batter. I've 100% overmixed it. We're using a circle pan because I don't own a brownie pan. I also want to thank the editors. Marcus, Nerdfiction, the lore master. Thank you for giving me all that to decode and have such a good time with. Vincent Dice Roll, you're hilarious. Oh my god, your editing style is hilarious. Rachel, same with you. Wow, you guys are so good. Lixian, first editor. Ethan will be kicked in the balls. Art. And Unus Annus in general, I'm sad to see it go. I'm not gonna lie. That really sucks. That was a comfort channel for me, and now it's gone. But it served its purpose, and it did a good job of doing so. So, thank you. Memento mori, but more importantly, memento vive. Remember to live. I don't know if this video makes any fucking sense. Godspeed, Editor Martin. Godspeed.